All right, this is Louis Amestoy with HS Game Time, and I'm now joined by Miriam Swanson, who was down in Murrieta today for the Women's Southern California Golf Association Championship tournament, kind of the Southern California CIF championship going on in the state, and had sort of an interesting day where we followed one young lady and got some commentary from her teammate.
From her teammate Tisha Alin Abrea, who one of my favorite golfers, but if she can't be watching her golf, I'd probably almost rather be watching her or listening to her talk. So she gave some expert analysis and great insight on her home course and did what Tisha does.
And she was following teammate who today?
Carolyn Garieppe.
How did Carolyn finish today?
She shot an 80, which is not as good as she can shoot, especially out there on her home course, but she was actually pretty solid. And she's only a sophomore, so watch out.
All right, so now we're gonna follow Tisha from about the 10th hole or the 8th hole. Where do we pick her up at?
I think it's Carolyn's 8th hole or so, but I think it was 18 that we started shooting, 18 or 17, something like that.
All right, great. We're gonna watch the footage now.
Cool. What were you saying, Tisha?
I think that this hole should definitely come into advantage for Carolyn because, you know, this is her home course and not many people know that if they didn't do a practice round, that there's a new hazard that's built down there and they need to make sure that they're not too short with their layup and they're not too long because they officially made it fairway, and when you hit it, your ball will roll down and it could go to the cart path and roll into the hazard, or if you're too short, you could be like that. And you'll have about like 160 to the hole, and it's not exactly easy to get on that green because you actually have to minus yardage because it's a little downhill, but not many people realize that, and they have wrong club decisions. So I think Carolyn's layup was pretty good here if it's on the fairway, and if they're lucky, they'd have it just roll down enough to the flat area right before the hazard, and it would be a perfect setup where you'd only have about 60 yards left into the hole. She was just short of it. Bummer, she had the line.
She's a good putter.
She's a really good putter. I almost feel like that we're affecting her game, and I feel kind of bad.
I don't think it's you guys.
You don't think so? Okay, well that's good to hear. Because I know her chipping and putting is always on track, and I've never seen her leave a putt that short on the last hole. She's always on line with her putts and always getting it at least at the right speed. I always thought that was her strength, putting and chipping.
She had a couple before you got here that she struggled.
Yeah. Go, 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 go. Good par. Alright, this is pretty much my favorite hole, especially when they play from the red tees, which is where they're going to be. It only plays about 200 and not even, maybe 210 yards out, but the wind's coming in towards us, and the pin is placed on the very, very front. And it's a major test for a lot of the girls because it's whether or not they'd like to go for the hole over the hazard with trees on their left side, or they'd like to lay up short and play it safe and pitch to the green. And this can either be an eagle hole or a bogey hole if they could try and go for it. But from what I know of, Carolyn Garieppe is planning on laying up short of the hole, and I think that's a very safe play, and I know that she has a good chance of birdieing it or parring it because she has really great pitching and putting.
Say that she should have tried to drive the green?
No, it was safe for her to do what she did because of the way she hits the ball. She drives short.
All right.
That was a good drive, though. I don't think she hit that last shot as well as she wanted to, but the good thing is that she's still in the fairway, and hopefully she just remembers to hopefully club up on this hole. This green is also one of the toughest greens because it's really, really fast, and what I don't know if many of these girls know, but they actually extended the green, so like what you see right here, it looks like the green is just right above it, but the fairway keeps going a little more, so if they hit short and they think they're going to be on, there's still more fairway to go. Go, go, go. She needs to get to the hole. Nice shot. I'm sure she knows how every green works. These greens are not all the same. That's one thing about this course that not everybody looks carefully for.
What's different?
Like especially on this green, this one actually moves quite faster than all the others. We don't know why. It just does. We just thought, you know, maybe this is different grass. We don't know what's wrong. There's about 4 holes on the course that's just completely different than all the rest, and this is one of them, and I know that she knows that herself, but her putt is kind of short to judge for the speed anyways. Nice. Caroline's above the tier, which is really good because putting up towards the tier when you're below the hole is especially tough because once you go above the tier, it kind of goes slightly downhill, so it's really hard to find the right speed. So where she's at, she could probably have a good opportunity to knock it really close and possibly in. It also sucks walking up that hill. Nice putt. Really close. This green runs pretty fast. If she could just land it right after the fringe and let it roll, that would be great. Thinned it. This is a pretty tough green too. No one can tell, but it actually kind of funnels in and out. The hole where it's placed is on a turtleback pretty much. It's like that.
So you sit up here and you watch that, and you can see that, you know, where you're shaking.
Yeah.
When you're down there, is it harder?
Yeah, it's definitely harder because, you know, your mentality is definitely different than when you're out here. Because when you're actually playing, you're more focused on just getting it in the hole in the least amount of shots, you know. And that's why, like I said, I totally understand my dad's perspective now. Yeah, it definitely looks like, oh, I could do that kind of thing. But when you're out there, it's 10 times harder. Eight over. Wow. That's rough. Alright, so tell me a little bit about your round today.
I had some big up and downs. Just fought through the whole game. I mean, it wasn't all that great. Kind of up and down the whole thing. Pars and birdies. A little bit of bogeys here and there. Wasn't what I expected, but I mean, I fought through it. Ended up with not what I wanted, but kind of went with it.
Well, you know, you made it really far. This is a really great accomplishment for you. So what were some of the highlights of today's round, would you say? Or what was your strongest point?
Strongest points, I felt like I could attack the pins really well today. Didn't drain all the putts that I wanted, but I mean, had a good 2 birdies here and there, and
That's good.
Played the course as well as I know it with what I had to work with. So I mean, it's great to just be here today and enjoying that.
Yeah, definitely. It's good for you to be here today. I'm not here today. Well, I'm here, but I'm working. So, I wanted to know, what was your mentality coming into today's round?
Today's mentality, I mean, as a sophomore, it wasn't like to make it, but I mean, I definitely wanted to shoot as best as I could, knowing that I could shoot even par here.
Right.
So, I mean, mentality was strong. It was really confident. Game wasn't as confident as I thought it would be. So, I mean, did my best out there for today.
Very cool. I know that there were quite some people out there actually watching, and I was out there as well. Do you think that maybe that affected your game in any way?
Not at all. I mean, I built off of
very good.
I built off of crowds. I mean, just to show what I can do out there to as many people as possible is great. I mean, kind of helps push yourself a little bit, get you to hit that shot even better, make more and more putts. And it was great to have more people out there.
That's good. And I know that, you know, this is our home turf, your home turf. Do you think that came into advantage for you?
It definitely did. I mean, some holes were definitely to my advantage, knowing where to land it, where I want to come into the green. Sometimes hitting from red tee is a little bit different than what I'm used to playing.
That's right.
But played through it. I mean, I thought I played my shots well, just didn't work out as pinpoint as I wanted it to.
Well, you know, your season has been really great so far. I know that you did really well as a sophomore. What are you going to miss the most about your season?
I mean, going individually was great. The entire season as a whole, being a team was amazing. I thought it was great to have. I mean, having you leave this year will be hard, but just the team ambiance that we had today was great.
Yeah.
And,
I was hoping you'd say that.
yeah, having you. I mean, we still felt as a team because you showed up today. I mean, missing school for that and working, and it was great. And then going as far as we could. I mean, I felt like we were individually, but still a team when we went out to everything that we played. El Dorado and La Prisma. It was great.
Very cool. Well, no worries. I'm still going to be down here to come and visit you. I'll still always be supporting you no matter what. And so, you know, I definitely hear that there's a couple players coming in next year. So what do you have to say about that?
We have some expectations next year. We really want to get it going and see how far we can probably go further this year as a team. Take a little bit of pressure off of the individual games. So we'll see if we can come in strong next year and do our best we can.
Maybe some CF team, you know, getting that going.
Some goals there.
Yeah. So hopefully the bond is going to be just as close as, you know, me, you, and Riley were. I don't know if they could beat that. I mean, Jesus putts and everything out there, all our little inside jokes.
We can only hope.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, Cedric. Yep, good times.
Yeah, well, you know, you did a great job. I'm really proud of you as a teammate. I'm definitely going to miss you. So take care and congratulations.
Thank you. It's great.
All right. Well, thank you for the opportunity.